Okay. I see some kind of suspicion. Suspicion is growing, but I get there's someone around you that's very kind and caring. Well, actually, this is probably you that's very kind and caring. And it does take quite a bit for you to kind of question or, be suspicious of. It's like you have a detector, and you can sense when something is a little bit off. Um, and this seems to be some sort of situation where you could be pleasantly surprised. It turns out to be something good, something better than you thought. Um, so it just sort of like turns around completely. It could be, somebody, let's say, for example, wanting to surprise you for something. And I do also get somebody's anniversary coming up. Um, and maybe they've been like, you know, having to take calls away from you or something like that, which makes you act a little bit suspicious, makes you feel suspicious. And it turns out they're just trying to organize something for you. So it's not, I don't see anything bad there. But I do see you have like these antennas. You have a detector that, in general, you can sniff out nonsense, and that's a good thing to have. And there's something about you take responsibility, or your responsibilities are changing. Perhaps either at home or at work, and it doesn't mean that you're having to do everything yourself, if that makes sense. It doesn't mean that you're having to take other people's job. It's like for some reason they think, oh, this is going to make life so much easier and we can just put it all on Virgo. That's just not how it goes. So I do see you may have to speak up about that as well. There's something that is returning to you, that's coming back, that's like rising again. And this could be something that you thought wasn't going to happen anymore, or was like asleep. It could be a project that you just put on the back burner and just, you know, didn't think about for a long time. And there is some kind of opening coming through. There's a connection here where it will surprise you of how serious this is being taken. It could be something that a passion project, for example, is, there's, it's like you maybe you always had hope, but now you kind of just thought to yourself, or maybe it just wasn't meant to be. So I do see something coming through again with that. There's a resurgence of this, and I do see it making you feel very, very happy as well. There is regret around you. Someone has some regret of not doing something sooner with you or getting to know you more, and they wish they had. And I do see that the situation could be for you too little too late, and you don't have time to spend it on, people perhaps that just is takes you for granted, basically. I see that trust for you is a huge thing, and if it's not being respected at that time, then it's difficult for you to continue that trust as well. And also, you're not in a hurry. I do see like you're not in a hurry um, to say yes to anybody. You know what I mean? It's like, no, you can wait for me now because you've done the waiting. And it's like, no, you can wait for me. They're going to wait for you. And it's like you can then see, it will be clear for you whether how they respond, how they act, whether it's worth that. And of course, you know that you're worth waiting for, whatever kind of connection this is. But that's what's coming through as well. There is some kind of there's a turnaround. There's a gift. There is something like a very, very sweet gesture coming to you. And it could be even just from a complete stranger, but I do see you getting spontaneous kindness here and there, which is really nice. All right, let's see what the cards have for you. Virgo, 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 Virgo. Four of Pentacles. I'm getting a particular message about something to do with your home, or change in circumstances in your home for the better. Four of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, and the King of Pentacles. Excellent. All right. You have been waiting for some kind of opportunity, a start that is coming through, having to be cautious and protective. And during this time, I do see for some of you trying to save your money as much as you can, or trying to be extra careful before this connection happens. And I do see there is something that you are also ready to make a move. Big moves. That's what I'm seeing here. Big moves. There is a lot of clarity in your vision, and from this there is some kind of a victory that you are seeing. Things are, all the dots are starting to connect. Anything that you felt a little bit confused about is all starting to become very, very clear. And here with the King of Pentacles, I get from this one that there seems to always be someone around you there's someone around you that likes to take charge, that's quite serious, that, is very sure of themselves and gets things done, but around you, they soften up a lot. And again, I get the message that there is some kind of regret, but you are on a winning streak is what I'm getting here. The Four of Swords. Well, there you go. The Ace of Pentacles. Winning streak. I love it. Here we are. Also, with you reaching this point where you know that, you have a lot of authority, you're working on and building on something that's going to be very long lasting. Something that also you're taking, you're taking advice and utilizing the best things that you have to make something very successful, make something worthwhile, the journey that you're going through. I see patience, something about your patience. Yes, it's been tested here and there, but you're in the right space is what I'm getting. The right time, the right place. And here when you sort of take this kind of break, just, in your mind as well, that's when you're going to start to see things really come through and also enjoy the things that you have. This is great success coming in for you. And I see that a lot of it is things that you have found yourself, but you've taken the time. And you've initiated this progress. Whatever is happening behind the scenes for you, it's definitely coming together in a very, very powerful way. There's something that you are taking certain chances. You're risking, you're weighing out the pros and cons, and I do see you getting more faith in yourself, and you're just taking that chance. And I see someone else also wanting to take the chance with you, but you're definitely not in a rush. And that probably makes you more attractive as well, because you're doing you're doing whatever it is that you're focused on. And as I said, there's some gift, some sort of surprise, a reward that's coming in that's going to really lift your spirits. Here we go, the Queen of Cups. And I see like this winning streak that you are on. You've really built your way up here. There's something that you have had to ignore some naysayers, along the way. You've had to ignore them, and you've had to continue having this strong will. And I also see there's this emotional opening up from someone, or it could be also just from yourself. And there's a moment that you can see how beautiful everything is starting to come together. There's a big realization here for you. And there's a very, proper, strong offer for you. And it's yours to take. I'm loving this. Thank you so very much, Virgo, for being here. Really hope